I mean, save the brief story um, that I told earlier about my life and the victimization, I'll call it, from my past as a youth. There was a lot of hopelessness and despair in those situations. I remember trying to tell. I remember trying to tell the foster parents that this 16-year-old boy, when I was 11 years old, was raping and molesting me, and they didn't believe it, or they didn't want to believe it because foster if they believed it, they would have to get rid of me or get rid of him. And foster children are they're guaranteed money from the state, and save the little bit of food that they did buy for us. I didn't really see any of that money being put to use in my life, so I could see them not wanting to get rid of that. It's like throwing away a job. I'm just gonna quit work today. You get rid of a kid. That's like the same thing almost, and especially when you have multiple kids. And I felt like I was in this I don't know, a bit of a, I guess, hopelessness and despair kind of situation where I wouldn't be able to come out of it. And I didn't know what else to do. I felt like my back was against the wall and they weren't going to help me to stop this thing from happening to me. So, I mean, at that point, I didn't know what else to do, not having God in my life or not having had that experience yet. I went to the woods and I set a fire in the woods because I knew if I did that, then they'd have to do something with me. The police would come and I can tell the police what was happening or something. Well, needless to say, I did get out of there. I was ended up in a group home for behaviorally challenged children, but I was out of there, and that was what I had to resort to get out. Gratefully in this time, and with the resource the that you're providing for us, we actually have somewhere to go. We don't have to go set fires in the woods to get help, to get attention to our situations. We actually have more resources to go to now where we can go and find help. And I think that in those experiences that one would have where you feel that you have that hopelessness and that despair in your life and you might not be able to come out of your situation, I think it's extremely important to take full advantage of things like what you're doing for us. And I think that it's important to, obviously, as I repeated multiple times, really just give that situation to God